Hello and welcome to Go Beyond Betty. So today we're going to do episode 2 of lettuce-free salad. So our base is still the same. It's going to be cucumbers and tomatoes, but we're going to change it today. Instead of it just being like a nice summer neutral salad, we're going to completely change it and make it a Thai salad that you could add anything. You could add scallops on top. You could add any kind of fish, anything that you want on top. So we're going to just change the flavors and tweak them slightly to make it Thai flavored. So let's get started. So we're going to use about the same amount of cucumbers and tomatoes, just keep it equal, and about the same amount of the herbs. So to make it Thai flavored, we need different herbs. So I'm picking, I did some mint and some Thai basil. Thai basil is totally different than Italian basil. They are not interchangeable at all. You could also do cilantro, which has that nice fresh bite. So with the cucumbers, like before, I trimmed the ends. I cut them long twice, so I now have 4 sticks. And then I'm gonna do small pieces because I want this kind of like a chopped salad. I want it very small bite sizes so that I can have like one of everything in each bite. We don't want just one bite and a whole thing of cucumber. For tomatoes, you can use any kind of tomato. I like the ones, obviously I like the ones from my neighbor because they were grown right next door and they're so fun. I don't even know what these are called, but they're like a yellow. I'll show you close up. Isn't that pretty? But same thing with these. I'm gonna do them in quarters and then a couple little cuts through because I want small dice. Not like minced, just small bite size. You really don't have to add anything else to this salad. If you want to though, here are a couple options. You could always do cabbage. Cabbage is very Thai friendly if you want. Again, it's not lettuce. It's definitely crunchier. Hey buddy. This is pie. I had some leftover snow peas from dinner last night. I made a curry. So I'm just gonna use those. I like the extra crunch in them. And I like that it's still green. Now we have our herbs. I'm just gonna kind of combine them all together as much as I can. And I just want just little slices. That's it, just a nice little cut. Then I want fat, okay? So I could obviously use, he's just gonna hang out with me the whole time. I could obviously use like an avocado oil, and I might, if I find that I want the flavors to, you know, if maybe it's not melding, I'll do that. But I'd rather eat my avocado than drink it, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna use a half an avocado for this amount. Now if I was making a bigger amount, I'd use the whole thing. So we'll get this, same thing, kind of a dice. Roll this in here. The last thing we need is some acid. So for Thai flavors, the easiest and best, I'm gonna use lime juice. I'm thinking for this side, depending on how juicy it is, probably only half. And I like to stick a fork or something right in the middle. I've even done it with a spoon. I don't want it crazy tart, just a nice little bit, and I'll see if that's enough. I always like to get that right on the avocado right away. Here's a quick hack for you for avocado. So I'm not gonna use the other half because I don't need it. You can keep the pit in or not. I wanna do it without the pit. You can store it in water. Get that, and then it stays fresh. I've tried wrapping them and trying to keep the air out of them, but this is your best way to keep the air off of the avocado and to keep it from going brown. So just keep it in water, keep it in your fridge, and then whenever you're ready to use it, drain it, take it out, it's ready for you. The last thing we're gonna add, just to make it a little more Thai inspired, is just a handful of chopped peanuts. I love these ones that I get at Costco, but any kind of chopped peanuts will do. Just tops off that salad and makes it super Thai-esque. I also really love that crunchiness of the peanuts in there. It just makes the salad all come together. So you have sweet, you have salty, you have sour, you have crunch. So you have all these flavors and textures together. So you have a delicious salad. Plate some up, have a look at it. So again, you could add any kind of protein that you want to. I've had it with scallops before. If you're lazy like me, I would just do like, I'm trying to get one of everything. I love tuna out of a can. I'm one of those people. So here we go. I love it. Totally different than the other salad that we made the other day. I will say it could use a little sprinkle of salt and pepper. I think everything tastes a little better. And you know what I do want? I think I do want a smidgen of oil. Just a little salt. You don't want to go crazy with the salt. Avocado oil. Yeah, it kind of just makes it, it gives it a better mouthfeel, I think, when you have a little drizzle of oil in there. It already looks better. I should have done it to begin with. So now let me add this in here. And now I have the peas. I love snow peas. They're so crunchy. Oh yeah, I can already tell it's gonna be better. And that's what it needed. The salt just makes the lime more bright, and the oil just kind of combines everything together and makes it feel more cohesive. So delicious, easy. And I like that the snow peas have that just little hint of sweetness in there, because there wasn't anything else that's very sweet. Depending on your tomatoes might be really sweet, but it's delicious. So thank you again for joining me for part 2 of tomato, cucumber, lettuce-free salads. And this was our Thai version. So third one will be kind of more of a Tuscan Italian style. We'll get some mozzarella and things like that in here. So thank you for joining me at Go Beyond Betty, where you are taking whisks in the kitchen. We'll see you next time. Bye.